Okay, so yeah, should be live now, hopefully. Let me set this to the right audio first. That would probably help. Okay, there we go. Don't need to double the audio. Um, Go ahead and turn that up some as well. So yeah, should be live and everything. Gonna be playing some Genshin today. Um, I've been playing a lot of Star Rail and Genshin off stream, of course, as always. So, uh, some notes of progress that I've made. So I didn't actually get around to exploring this new region too much. I already did my weekly bounties and stuff. Um, However, I did do something that I wanted to do for a while, which was finally finish off the Waratsumi Island exploration. So now I am moved over to Sarumi Island, and I'll be exploring that. Um, yeah, something else I started today that I wanted to start for a while is saving for Furina. I was going to keep pulling at this until I got visual constellations, but after reaching C3 on Qingshua, or however you say his name, within my last like 20 pulls, I'm kind of just tired of pulling him. So yeah, we're just going to take what we've got in pity and everything, which, yeah, we're at about 60 pity. We have to win a 50-50 for Farina. Um, so, yeah, I've gone ahead and not only converted all my Primo Gems into um, Intertwined Fate, but I've also bought Woken for the first time. I also did this in Star Rail too for Jingliu. So, yeah, we've got that. I also today got the Battle Pass weapon finally, which I'm going to be running on Keiching maybe. I'll need to do some testing to see if it's better or worse than Harbinger of Dawn. But yeah, the main thing that's stopping me from using it is the fact that with Harbinger of Dawn, I have 64, 196, and then I put this thing on, and it goes 54, 149. So I'll have to do some testing to whenever I get this thing to level 90 to see if it's comparable in strength wise, and if it's not, then that will make things a little bit awkward, but it's not like it won't have any use on um, characters in the future or anything. Like, if anything, I could go on to Furina in the future if I don't get her weapon. But yeah, um, I am going to be exploring all the rest of the regions before Furina releases. Um, that's something else that I plan on doing. So yeah, I want to get 100% exploration on every other region, and then all of those Prima Gems are going to Farina, and I think I'm going to get her and her weapon. Um, so I'm just getting all the Prima Gems I can for free, just to make it easier on myself. But if I don't actually get enough uh, from all this exploration and questing that I'm going to be doing over the next few days and all of the events and everything, then I will be spending some for free. And I still gotta win a 50-50, which my luck has not been the greatest on. I've only ever won one 50-50, and it was the C1 Tartaglia and 110 pool. Twitch just crashed while I was going to do my daily check-in and Genshin while I'm thinking about it. So let me do that real quick, and then I will go see what Twitch is doing. It's going to be a pretty long stream, I think, because I'm going to be trying to do all of the content I can. In Star Rail, if I have some time to play that, like maybe this stuff isn't as long as the first part was, but I'm thinking that it will be. But if it isn't, then I'll have some time to play Star Rail and be grinding out some achievements and stuff in that. Okay, there we go. Got the daily gold for today. There's going to be pretty much M1 pretty soon. Uh, as well. Day 11, it's day 7. So, yeah, got Twitch fixed now. So, Let's go ahead and start this quest. I already started the event that started today, the one with Jean and or not Jean, with Lisa and I can see them in my head, but I can't think of their name. Oh yeah, Cleve. Um, the Dodoku explosion game. It's actually pretty fun compared to the last one. The last one wasn't that interesting. It's like um cool almost, whereas this one's kind of like Bomberman in a way, which feels a lot more fitting as well. Ooh, a book. But yeah, I've been avoiding this area just to not trigger this
It's
cutscene or
real!
anything for a
There's
long time.
Catherine
So
waiting for us as promised! Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after
but
us
yeah,
for
gonna be
anything.
starting this now.
Even without
Probably
Silver
gonna be
standing
quite
guard,
long.
we can just completely relax. Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then. Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base? Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show off my official build at the moment. I'll do that in a second. It's not the greatest, but it's starting to take shape.
Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy. Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Whew. It's actually pretty good. No? Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Phew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time,
Sure.
anyway.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Nourilette wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Valette.
Nivelette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Nourilette in person.
If you say so, but Paimon has a bad feeling about this.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go see New Valette. Starting things off. So yeah, the official build, um, level 80. I got everyone on this team to level 80 pretty much. They can at least reach it. Um, so yeah, artifacts. We've got 4-piece golden troop. This was the only good artifact that I've gotten so far. It's about half of the max crit value on a piece, so pretty good. Definitely could have been better substats. I did get I got 2 rolls in the HP, unfortunately, and 0 in the crit rate. If one of those had gone into crit rate, this would have been like an above average piece, but it's kind of just average. This one's pretty bad. It's just electro damage bonus, so gotta get what you can get pretty much. The only crit rate, or no, I got one more crit rate circlet earlier, but it was like only defense percent and defense, so that's the one that I leveled a little bit. I leveled all these like +5, so that way Fisher doesn't get one shot or anything. Only one I have that's had crit rate so far. And then yeah, I haven't even gotten like a passable feather. I did get this apparently earlier, so I went ahead and booked or locked it. Yeah, this is like the only really, well, I guess that feather's technically a bit more playable than the one that I'm currently using. So I might as well swap them. Yeah. So it's not the greatest official build of all time or anything, but it's starting to get there. For Keychain, nothing's really changed. Still the same stats. Yao Yao's got some relics for sure. I just took these from Hazo and a little bit from Farazan as well. For on that stuff. And then we've got Sacrificial Sword on her. We've got Black Tassel Yao Yao, Harbinger Catering, and Stringless Visual. I do want to get this leveled. The main issue with leveling that at the moment is that it's the same materials the Black Sword uses, so I'm gonna have to fight over both. And I also will have to fight a bunch of Ruin Guards to level this thing up, which is gonna be fun. Um, so yeah. Take some more. 15k, not bad. I need to collect stuff like that more often. Like, I think you can collect those daily. Oh yeah, I forgot I can just travel up here. So, yeah, I gave Nuvolet a chance if he wanted to show up. He is kind of like the best character in the game right now, but I do want to get the Archon. Sure, because I want to start trying to get some. Although the main issue with grabbing Farina is that it's another Hydro character on my account. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. And I guess I don't have that many Hydro. 4. Yeah, I don't have that many Hydro, but I've got like all the best Hydro characters already. So I've got some tough competition. All the best characters and Barbara, of course. Yeah, I'm missing like Yolon. That would be another, like that's the only notable exception from the Hydro characters. You've got like Ayare, or whatever his name is. The other Kamisato
We're here!
sibling.
Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves whether you'd like to help or not. The situation is this. It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan Harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here and abruptly request such a meeting like this, I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright.
I heard Child's voice line about
I'm
the
sure
name
you're aware that
earlier
her purpose is most likely
this
related
week,
to Child's recent
so
predicament. We
kind of
convicted
interested
one
to
of
see
the
more of them.
Snezhnayan Harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation, and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet.
So they're not
Even
too
if the
worried
logic
about
of the divide
Snezhnaya,
is not immediately apparent, its
unlike
wisdom
every other
will
nation.
only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
Lady Farina, could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the
Rena does move
Hydro-Archon of
around a bit.
Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party. I assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina? Lady Farina?
Oh, yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure is also mine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk.
It's like always happens in
Yes,
every
as you
diplomatic
surmised,
talk.
understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya, as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice. Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
The
Okay,
nave
so I
showed
guess
up
it
already? Well,
involves the
we can't
traveler.
say that Father will be returning soon.
Actual
We didn't
interesting
know that Lenny
story
was
so
from the
far.
House of the Hearth at the time, so we kinda overlooked that information.
Yes, thank you for your kind advice. I'm well aware of the situation. I also notice that Lady Farina acts a little odd and unnatural whenever I bring up matters related to the Knave.
Could the knave be threatening Lady Farina or something?
If that were the case, then why wouldn't Lady Farina inform me? And what means could the Knave possibly have to twist the arm of an Archon?
So maybe that's not very likely. Even though Farina can act a little weird at times, she's still an Archon.
In reality, this problem is even more thorny than it appears. According to reports from the fortress of Meripede, Child recently disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The details are still unclear. We cannot rule out an escape, but there have also been no reports of him outside of the fortress of Meripede. Special guards oversee the fortress, and its internal systems are extensive. Combined with the special characteristics of the surrounding terrain, an escape should not be possible. I suspect that there's something else behind Child's disappearance. I was only willing to share this information with you because you are friends of Child, and it is my duty to see justice done.
So this is what you wanted to see us about before.
Yes. I would like you to go to the fortress of Meripede and investigate Child's disappearance. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the fortress of Meripede.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
I would not define it so crudely. The fortress of Meripede is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today,
Well,
sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as
just
before. The
getting
fortress of
started. It looks
Meripede
like
may
I will be
seem like a
going to
prison,
the
but it should in fact be
Fortress of
regarded as a
Meripede prison
gathering
pretty
place
soon.
for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other
Sorry if it's
matters.
laggy for a second. I need to
Although
look
I
up
do
something.
have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right to be directly involved
Okay,
in
yeah,
the
that's
investigation, no matter how serious the grounds.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you
Should
need
be good
us to conduct
if
our
it was
own
lucky.
investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false charges against you so that you may secretly
Oh,
investigate
this is
inside
where
the
the full
fortress
charges
during
things are.
your detention.
Oh my god,
This
I
will
think I
save
remember
us a
this from
lot
the
of
trailer.
unnecessary trouble. So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
I remember whenever Fontaine came out, a lot of people were speculating that the Traveler would be falsely accused and go to prison within like the first acts of Fontaine, but it's interesting that it's happening now because it seems like it would be kind of an obvious thing to have happened to the Traveler in the land of justice and all that kind of stuff is for them to get arrested.
Yeah, no matter how you look at it, it seems we're the best choice. Alright, we hereby accept this difficult task. Reluctantly.
You two have my sincere thanks. This matter is of critical importance to Fontaine's current situation. Also, I hope that both of you can keep this operation a secret. We will rendezvous at the Fortress of Merope's entrance on Erinius once you've prepared yourselves. I will arrange for someone to take you inside.
Prepared ourselves? Is there something we need to prepare?
Perhaps you could enjoy a good meal and have a nice bath. I'm afraid that living conditions inside the fortress are nothing like those on the outside world.
Oh, right! Even though we'll be there on trumped up charges, we'll be in prison for real. On second thought, is it too late to back out?
Please do not worry. Since you are sacrificing both your time and quality of life for the sake of delivering this report, you will be compensated according to the highest standards permitted to legal staff, regardless of the outcome.
Now that's
Not bad.
more like it. Come on, traveler, let's go eat the best meal we can find. We'll eat so much that we won't need to eat another meal for a whole month. Your treat.
Are you leaving now? In that case, please take this cake as a token of my personal gratitude.
It's from the Knave. We do need to be careful, but yeah, don't even see the fortress on the map or anything. So I've been wondering where it is because I've looked at this map a few times. Like I haven't actually walked here too much myself outside of just completing this event and grabbing the statues, but can't actually see the fortress on the map. So yeah, I don't see that location he was referring to unless it's like hidden away somewhere. So yeah, I'm interested to see what the fortress is going to be like.
Oh, no need to thank me for it. Just be sure to enjoy it.
So the cafe, yeah, I was going to say it's not too far away. It's probably better just to float to it.
Leaving the Ministry of External Relations was definitely.
I can do this with Lynette now. But yeah, this team's actually been pretty fun to try it as well. I just started building it and stuff. I'm still trying to find a better use for um, Kokomi and Tainari since uh, they're not really used on this team or on the child team. But I think I could use the Kokomi and the Hazel Freeze team
And
that I
then,
was building,
and
and
wait,
then
us too? Ooh, and no Fonta, thank you.
I'm still not really sure about Tainari, but I think you could probably do something with Tainari and Fischl for like some aggravate stuff. Imagine that would be pretty good.
That cake was pretty good. But as soon as Paimon remembered that we were about to go to prison, Paimon's stomach suddenly became completely empty.
Hmm.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've always been super careful ever since we arrived in Fontaine. Just to avoid breaking any strange laws here. But here we are, about to willingly send ourselves off to the Fortress of Meropide. Maybe this is what they call fate. Let's just try our best to investigate everything quickly once we get there. Paimon doesn't want to stay in prison too long.
Oh, what is that I hear? Is it the taste of a breaking story?
Hey! You can't hear a taste! And what are you doing here, Charlotte?
Oh, don't remind me.
Paimon's
I
not
invited an
necessarily
eyewitness
wrong.
to a case to eat here, and I was planning to get some great material out of him. But he didn't even show up. Ah, calm down, calm down. This is nothing new. As a journalist, you should be used to this by now. As long as you can score some juicy tidbits from the traveler, you might still be able to recover the cost of the meal.
You know we can still hear you, Charlotte.
Never mind. It's nothing. I just heard you mention the Fortress of Meripede. You didn't commit a crime, did you? Please tell me all about it.
No way! We would never! We're just going there to... to... Oh no, Paimon almost forgot that Neverlet told us to keep it a secret!
Huh? You're being arrested for that? Oh. But now that I think about it, I suppose that's not completely unreasonable. That's pretty despicable. Almost as offensive as committing theft.
I guess.
You mean Paimon really did something that serious? Sorry, Paimon really messed up.
Well, in that case, it's nothing particularly newsworthy after all. Oh, how disappointing. Oh, right. There's still a chance. Since you're going to be at the Fortress of Meripede, would you be willing to help me gather some material for a story?
About that, Paimon doesn't think we'll have any time.
Oh, it's nothing difficult. All you have to do is think of a way to get some time face-to-face with the warden of the fortress. He was awarded the honorary title of Duke in Fontaine.
Oh yeah, is
Sounds
that
really
the
cool, huh? Only those who have made
Riley guy?
significant contributions to the nation have been conferred this title. It's incredibly rare. On top of that,
I think
the
he's on the
Fortress
next
of
banner.
Meripede has never been under the jurisdiction of the courts. Practically nobody, including journalists like me, knows anything about the person in charge there. Oh, if I could write an exclusive article about him, I bet it would sell a boatload of papers.
You make it sound easy, but it really depends.
Of course, I wouldn't ask you to do it for free, so this meal is on me.
All right, you got a deal. We'll do anything you want.
Then it's settled. The food should be here any second, right? Huh? Wait, just how much did you order?
Oh, Paimon's so full. Well, guess we have nothing to regret now, so let's get going.
I had no idea you could eat so much. That didn't go according to plan. Please, please, don't forget about the material for my news article.
Hey, Charlotte.
Just keeps getting more bitter.
Wait. Paimon just said something really ominous, didn't she?
I thought this was a voice. But I got a free thing. I had to order. Oh, I'll take that. I think I've heard that Farina needs guides of justice, so I've been getting those, but um, I think that Lynette uses those guides of order. Yeah. Well, I need to be getting some of these too. But I also need to do this, which I haven't even unlocked yet, so I want to get everyone's talents to level 8 outside of caging, who I'm probably going to triple crown at some point. Still need to do weekly bosses and everything for that. Probably going to do that tomorrow. I've just been farming, or I could even do one of those tonight. But yeah, I've just been farming this golden trip domain over and over and over again for like the past 2 weeks now, and haven't gotten too much good stuff out of it. I didn't realize that until like last week that it wasn't strong boxable, so that's made it take forever. So I've been strong boxing stuff into the Emblem of Severed Fate set for Strongling, which as you can see has gone really well. And also I did a little bit into Noblesse Oblige, which I did actually get a piece for Noblesse today. That is a little usable. It's still not the greatest. Was this for the fortresses? This is where I do my pools. Oh yeah, speaking of pools, don't I have one? No, I must have done it already. What did I even get out of it? Probably wasn't anything too special, but yeah, I got a sharpshooter's oath. Oh yeah, one of my last ones was Lingua.
Alright, Neverland, we're ready. Is this where the entrance is?
You have come, just as promised. Yes, this is the one and only entrance to the fortress of Meripede from Irenaeus. Careful, you may want to step back a bit.
Ooh, so you have to go down from here? Is the prison underwater?
Utilizing both the barrier of the water as well as the fear humans have of the depths, the fortress of Meripede is naturally the perfect place to confine and guard criminals. But do not worry, it is not nearly as frightening inside as you may think. You will see for yourselves once you are down there.
Paimon hopes you're right. Don't know about you, but just thinking about being at the bottom of the sea like that gives Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I mentioned that I have had personal dealings with the administrator of the fortress, Wriothesley.
Oh,
He's a
right.
very
Thought it's
shrewd
Riley.
fellow.
Yeah, we heard about him too. He's that Duke, right?
Correct. He is the highest-ranking manager of the underwater prison. Even though you are going there to investigate at my behest, it would behoove you to avoid any confrontation with him or any of his subordinates. The Duke rarely ever leaves
Do you
the
have any
fortress of
other
Meripede.
BEH
That does
words?
not mean he is not privy to all that is
Like,
happening
you
inside
could
and
use
outside
behave.
the fortress. He is quiet, but not unaware, so please bear that in mind. All right, that's about all the time that we have to talk privately. I'm counting on you two.
Don't worry, we won't let you down.
Good. Madeline!
I'm here, Monsieur Nervalet. These two are the newest convicts, I presume? Don't worry, they won't escape on my watch.
Like we would try.
Please follow me, you two. I'll process your paperwork for entering the fortress of Meripede.
The stars and the shining in the depths. Hold on. Two of the stars shining in the depths. That's the current one. Unfinished comedy.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
They cause parts of it to become occupied. Progress cannot be made unoccupied. I think it's fine to continue. If I am reading that correctly. should be fine. I do not want to get interrupted by another quest at the moment.
Are we already underwater now? Huh. So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Okay, so it was just rotating the camera on its own. I didn't know if my stick was drifting or not. Okay, it's Fontaine water. Not all water is Fontaine water. In Fontaine. Definitely hear the footsteps.
Oh, it's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Nervalet personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well, now, aren't you the lucky one? Must be nice to be on good terms with the big shots like the Chief Justice. The only people I get to see every day are the new inmates.
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here, and Marette will guide you through the remaining procedures.
Yep, I'll take it from here. You head on back to that bright and sunny world above. Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That would be us!
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Let's see. You two are charged with eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence: 45 days?
Huh? Wait, you mean the cake that Nervalet gave us was...
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of sweets, this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself. Now I've seen everything. Anyway, we still need to finish processing you before you can enter the Fortress of Meripede. Please stand in front of the board over there. I'll take your mugshots with my camera.
Oh, all right. But be sure to catch Paimon's good side.
I'm on teleported sideways.
And we're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Next, someone will be along to guide you inside the fortress. Please be sure to cherish this opportunity for rebirth.
Huh? Rebirth? Isn't that a little much. We're only gonna be here for 45 days.
You two are the new inmates, right? Follow me.
Oh, okay. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler.
Save it. Not like I'll remember your names. Move it.
Well, that's a fancy door.
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here? Did Paimon already ask something she wasn't supposed to?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me? This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Credit coupons?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things. But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons. Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede. You have to start over and earn your coupons. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
Yep, that cost coupons.
Why aren't you answering us again?
I've told you enough for free. Any more info is gonna cost you.
So all you care about is Mora! Wait, no. Coupons?
Almost there. It's down through here. Your turn to give it a try.
Oh, that's where it is. Interesting. So I swam near this area, but I never actually saw the fortress from here. On a aging mugshot or whatever, I guess you could take it there. Or I imagine you can go back to where the original mugshot. Take it. But yeah, it's not like whenever you jump in an elevator and for a minute or anything.
So, we're going even deeper now? Just how deep down are we?
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Our lives weren't that bad.
Can't interact with that. Can't read that, or that, or that, or the one there. I think they're all the same. Text, though.
So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Meribede? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals, too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts. Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by. If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us. Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this!
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but... You wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
Someone important? Paimon doesn't think so. Wait, why are you suddenly trying to talk to us now?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so... You just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so... Good luck.
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many Gardermechs around here? They're already onto us?
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These Gardermechs aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardermechs come and wait in formation.
Wait, you know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meribede had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance?
I'm interested to see.
Ah, I see. In that case, I regret to announce that Deacon here has just missed the best opportunity in his prison career to be promoted.
I admit that I was only thinking about the coupons. I'm sorry to have disappointed you, Your Grace. I once hoped for a chance to do some higher-level work. I had no idea you two were big shots who were worthy of speaking with His Grace. Losing out on such a big opportunity because I couldn't see past my own nose.
Plenty of time ahead, Deacon. There'll be more opportunities. Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time here. Deacon, if you would.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you around the various facilities of the Fortress of Meripede. I hope it'll help you adjust to life here.
He's going to personally give us a cure? Huh. Paimon can't figure out what this guy's thinking at all. No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
Upper keep. Oh. Oh, the fortress has gotten a bit bigger. Looks like there's some fast travel points. Even some waypoints underground, too. Fixed storage device and energy transfer device. You wouldn't happen to see any storage transfer devices around here?
Welcome to the Rag and Bone Shop. Purveyor of...
I guess there's not a shop here.
Surprise!
Get to walk around with your weapon. Seems pretty relaxed.
Over here!
I could see what's with this lift. Oh, it goes down. I thought it would go up to where the checkpoint is. I wonder what this room is used for. Giant circle with a giant X made of fists in the middle. With some stands where some people could look into the arena.
Yep.
So maybe a few people here. Gotta be something up here. Maybe. I'm not grabbing any chest. Wait, if I'm not grabbing any chest, there's not much point in me looking around. Because, yeah, I'm not grabbing any chest until I'm doing all of the... Or like grabbing all of the chests at once. I'm not making the same mistake I made with the first area of Fontaine. Like with this. I'm just gonna collect them all at once.
Surprise! on up.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities, and being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to handle?
Well, then maybe you'll be able to carve out a name and a place for yourselves in this underwater world, But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place, the Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim one welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost your reward coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me. So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true. Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here. You'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
Right! Paimon sees your point. By that logic, this place doesn't seem so bad after all. Oh, wait, no. We shouldn't drop our guard so quickly. But it seems the inmates really respect the Duke because of his attitude, right? We should still try to verify the truth with our own eyes.
Let's continue this way.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for something to happen, but then again, this is Genshin, so probably won't be anything too serious happening for a while, at least.
Over here!
This place is known as the Pancration Ring. Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think, Traveler? Interested?
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
So, did you set this place up too?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
That
Well, why are you wanting to
is
start a
something you can discuss between
business in
yourselves later.
prison?
Let's move on for now.
Step on up!
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, where are the cells at, even?
Surprise!
We went from there to here, so I guess, yeah, this looks like it would be up. I guess somewhere else. Is there any collectibles or anything here? Just a chair? Well, you should just follow the lights on the ground. Ah, this is where up is.
I summon thee!
No rest for the wicked.
I summon thee!
Be nice if Oz could follow. Like a Pokemon or something.
Surprise!
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
Ah, my apologies, Your Grace.
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry, forgive my manners.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later. In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons. If you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways.
What is this, the escapist?
Wait, you're the manager of this place, and you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop. Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no
Okay,
need
now
for
it's
me to get
starting to
into
sound like a
specifics
prison.
about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow. Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Oh, Lydia's here.
Oh!
Oh, you really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow.
Wait, why is Lenny even here? Is Lynette here then?
Over here!
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Siegewein.
Then you must be here for those two.
Allow
I
me
think
to
I've heard
introduce
of
you.
this character.
This is the infirmary, and Siegewein here is the Fortress of Merapede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Well, this is our first time here. Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
Okay, so that was back down. I think I can just... Yeah. You can just... Oh. Well, you can go here at least. Save some time.
What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day? Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh, you mean the meals are random? Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria. Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure! Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervylette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health? He seems healthy no matter how you look at him, but he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Siegewein.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us.
But isn't the Fortress of Meropede independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that. Monsieur Nervylette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and
Wayne's
freely with
gloves
him.
look like
Talking
they
with him
have
feels
little bunnies on
quite
them.
effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Nervylette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here.
I can probably do some star roll after I finish this act. Or like this, not whole act, but like the first part of it. So whenever it gets to a stopping point. But yeah, I'm just starting this, so I'm not really sure when I'll be switching over.
You're very welcome. Well, your new life awaits.
Yeah, I imagine that whenever I go to the resting point, that'll probably be whenever it swaps over.
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute. After all, heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown. I guess I just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
Are you finished eating? Then I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow. Perhaps you were hoping to ask for some special privileges? Sorry, you'll have to use credit coupons like everyone else. It's not as comfy here as you might imagine.
And then, oh. Recipes and dishes. Okay, so there is a new currency. Which you can see what the credit coupons have to say, but oh, Honka's been pretty good. I didn't get too good of pull luck, but outside of that, I've been able to start building wealth on there finally, which is nice. I had stopped myself from building wealth for a bit. Wait, where do I even go for this? Let me just follow the light path. I had stopped myself from building wealth just because I've been building so many Nihility characters that I kind of just got tired of building them. Yeah, I think it's which way. Yeah, this is where the elevator is. So, yeah, he's been really cool. I'm hoping that I can maybe get a few more stars using him on Memory of Chaos. I'm on Memory of Chaos 9 right now. Hard stuck on that. I think it's the same as last Memory of Chaos, where whenever you clear 9, 10 is easier. That's how it was for me last time, at least. So, um, yeah, he's been able to like slow people down a lot and stuff. I've still got to get some better relics for him and stuff. I've pretty much just been farming relics at this point. Um, but yeah, I still need to figure out a good team for him because I know that he's like a main DPS character, so I don't know if you just put him in like a standard hyper carry team or if there's like
The
characters that you
Traveler
want
of
to put him with,
Paimon,
like
right?
Don Hung,
Listen
the
up.
original Don Hung,
As new inmates, the only thing you need
that
to
deals like
worry
double
about is
damage
what to
for
do and when to do
slowed
it.
enemies.
Don't make any extra trouble for yourself. Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
So yeah, building wealth. I didn't get links from the pools. That's or what I was talking about with the pools not really working out too well. Um, but I'm
So
about
this is
10
where
pity
we'll be
away,
sleeping from now on?
or I'm at 70 pity on pools with a guaranteed 50/50. So I kind of want to get
Days of staying home and
Jing
reading
Liu.
detective
So I can't
stories are
really
like a dream
pool
now.
at the link
By
spanner
the way, Traveler,
anymore. I'm gonna have to
there's a
try to get her
lot
from
of things
standard.
worth investigating just now. Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Novelette.
Yeah, wealth is you basically build wealth as a main DPS unit like you would any hunt character, where you just get as much crit rate, crit damage, and like the one crit rate for every 2 crit damage ratio. Try to achieve that and then build up attack and stuff. But you need to have like around 40% effect hit rate. But you can get it just from substats. Like I have 2 pieces that have about 10% effect hit rate each so far, so I'm just gonna be trying to go for substats. Or you can also just run the 2-piece planar sphere set that gives you effect hit rate because that also increases your attack by a little bit of your effect hit rate. So yeah, or the light cone could also help. I'm gonna be running the battle pass light cone on him. Next battle pass, I'm probably gonna grab that and put that on him. But yeah, I mean, you could run like Eyes of the Prey for effect hit rate if you wanted to do it like that, or a Welt's Light Cone also gives you effect hit rate. It'll pretty much give you enough effect hit rate for whatever you would need. He doesn't need much because he has like 100% base chance. But yeah, I am pulling for the next banner for Jingliu. I could technically get Jingliu or Fu Xuan right now. So like I'm at enough pity to where basically within my next 10 pull, um, like I'm at 70 pity, so my next 10 pull would put me at 80 pity if I didn't get the 5-star character, and so the one after that would be guaranteed. But 70 is soft pity, where you're more likely to get the character each pull than to not get it. So um, yeah, I know a lot of people pulled for Fu Xuan. Because Fu Xuan's a preservation unit, support unit, so they're going to be a lot easier to justify getting and using on teams just because you can put them on pretty much any support team. But Jingli is going to be interesting because she, like, the way that her kit works is that she takes all of your teammates' health, and whenever she attacks, like, she'll drain their health. So I'm interested to see if I can use her pretty effectively without having Locha, because Locha would just auto heal people and like provides pretty good team wide healing. But yeah, I already have Jabard, so I didn't really plan on getting Fushuan. The only reason that I would want Fushuan is for Mono Quantum, and I haven't gotten links in 70 pools, so I don't really have that option either. Like, it would be Mono Quantum, and I would be using Chinchwei as well, because I don't even have Sela, so... but Sela is getting a rerun in the next patch, so I could get her there if I wanted to instead of Topaz, but I'd probably be going for Topaz for a chance to get Gwynafin. I don't know if Gwynafin will be on Sela's banner as well or not, if it'll be like the ones in Genshin with the reruns and everything, but yeah. I don't think it's been announced yet how their banner's going to work, but like Gwynafin's kit's been revealed and stuff.
We are criminals, and
I'm pretty
Paimon
sure.
did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Nervalette.
The next patch will be... It'll start out with only being Jingliu. And then after Jingliu's banner, like after the timer on that, it'll be um, Topaz, and it'll also be Sela's rerun. Like in Genshin, they have currently they have Nuvalette, and the other side is a rerun banner. I forget who's on the rerun banner, but yeah, it'll basically just be like that, where you can either pull for the new character or pull for the rerun character, and they'll probably keep doing that until they just want to do like a double rerun, because like last banner in Genshin was Child and Zhongli were on the banner together, and those were both rerun characters. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Or I'll probably try for Topaz because Topaz does buff follow-up attacks, I believe, so could go well with Jin Yuan. Yeah, since I've got Silver Wolf
Possible
and
that he
stuff,
knows we're
I
here
could
on a
go for
mission.
Sela.
Or is Paimon overthinking things? Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny."
But yeah, I also got the not Welkin, but whatever it's called in Star Realm, where you get you get daily Stellar Jade for like $5, and you'll get 2,700 Stellar Jade by the end of it. So I got that for the Jingliu banner, so that way I'd have the guarantee pull by the end of the month if I don't get it within the first couple of days. Silverwolf, if I had to guess, I'll probably run the banners again in the exact same order. So it would be Sela, then Jin Yuan, then like Locha, or then Silverwolf, I think, was after Jin Yuan, and then it was Locha, and then Blade, and then Kafka. So it'll probably just repeat in the same order. So Silverwolf's still a few patches away, unless they do like a double rerun banner. Then it would be Ginny Yuan and Silverwolf on the banner after Sela, but they haven't announced that far yet, so.
You mean almost spilled the beans when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate. We worked so hard to help clear Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway!
Oh yeah, I guess he could be here for the same reason because he's
Linny and Lynette are from
yeah,
the House of
House
the
of the
Heart.
Heart.
They work for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too! Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't notice it earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow.
Yeah, I think this part of Genshin is almost over, so like as soon as it's over, I'll probably move over to Star Rail. Although in Star Rail, I've already done all my dailies and stuff, so at this point, I'm just kind of grinding achievements or Simulated Universe to try to finish off the skill tree. Because I got everything in Simulated Universe except for the last part of the skill tree, which is to complete difficulty 5 with different resonances that you start out with. I only did the Nihility path for my first clear, and that was before I even got to that point on the skill tree. So now I have to do the Nihility run again at some point, but I'll probably save that for last because I'm pretty sure that's the easiest to complete it with as long as you have Kafka.
If you say so. We can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now. Hey, you're finally awake! Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up. Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
It seems to mostly be blessings from what I've seen people clear with. Like, I've seen people do runs where they fully complete an entire run with one character, like Clara and stuff. But you basically just use the Nihility path and try to stall for as much as possible. Um, so I imagine that if you just got a bunch of the Nihility blessings as well, that would also work. So that's going to be my goal, is to try to see if I can make a team that's strong enough to not get one shot by the bosses, and then have like every Nihility blessing on the run as well, even if it doesn't like coincide with the actual path, just because that's going to be able to clear through most of the enemies.
Bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
Sorry! We're going right away!
Yeah, I also don't have Welt in a playable enough spot for Simulated Universe. I did try him a little bit earlier. But yeah, it doesn't look like that's the end. But I'm actually just going to end the Genshin stuff here and move over to Star Realm in a second. I'm gonna go turn on my fan real quick, just because it's kind of hot in here. It shouldn't cause any background noise, but yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll swap over to Star Realm.